What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's me again. I'm back. I did kind of miss the mark on a few of the Schmoedown matches that happened this week, but don't worry, I'm here, and I'm hopefully, strong emphasis on hopefully, am going to watch 3 matches now, back to back to back, and then the pay-per-view, because I'm crazy, and I'm starting a new job on Sunday, and I won't have enough time to watch Schmoedown matches as much as I do now, so I really just want to knock all 5 of these out of the way as soon as possible. Now, as of the recording of this video, 2 matches have already been out. Third one should be premiering anytime soon, and then the live event pay-per-view match is going to happen, and crazy shenanigans is going to ensue. As you can see, I'm wearing the Den shirt because this match is between Andres Ace Cabrera, Upset City himself, versus Thomas Harper, and well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I have no idea who to root for. Thomas Harper has been perfect so far. I don't think he missed a single question. Maybe he got a few, he got a steal wrong in his Adam Witt match, I think, maybe. But yeah, I don't think he missed a single question he was asked this entire season. And I was going up against the man, the myth, the legend, Andres Ace Cabrera, which is why I also have my swag hoodie up here, because, yeah, in the pay-per-view later tonight, it's gonna be Paul Oyama versus Ethan Irwin, and I'm planning on wearing the swag hoodie for that one, so that's why I'm wearing the Den hoodie for now, but I'm still gonna keep the swag one over here, just for fun. But, yeah, I don't think the Den has any other matches tonight, unless maybe I'm getting something wrong. I don't know. Could be my fault. But yeah, I'm wearing the Den because I'm gonna be wearing the swag one anyways. So, yeah, this being a Star Wars match, I'm using my black marker this time. And, hopefully I can try to get a few questions correctly this time. Because, while I do love Star Wars, I am, I want to compete in Star Wars myself personally. Haven't really had the best luck with some Star Wars questions in the past. So, in the recent past, I should say. So, Thomas Harper versus Andres Cabrera. Here we go. Oh. The Grace. And the man who fell from Grace.
Hello, Grace.
That came out wrong. That came out very wrong.
How are you?
How am I?
Yeah.
Pretty damn good, let me tell you that much. You know, I don't know if you know this. Something happened in the Schmoedown where I became the first 3-time Inner Geekdom champion. Yeah, and not only that, people are finally coming around. Those people that always thought I wasn't worth it or wasn't good enough are now putting me in contention with Dan Murrell as the greatest of all time. Ooh. So let me tell you, I'm doing pretty damn good.
He's got a point, though. I mean, Dan Murrell is
I'm
the
doing
GOAT
great. And I'm
primarily
thrilled to hear all this. I love to hear that you're doing good. And can I just say, congratulations, 3-time champion, and quite frankly, I think we can all just say it, the best player in the Inner Geekdom to ever
Let me stop you right there, Grace.
Let me stop you right there.
Okay, you know what?
No one stops.
I've done this little rodeo with you before. I've seen behind the curtain. I know how the sausage is made. So let's cut the BS here, okay? What do you want?
Okay. You know, I'm happy you said that, because I'm totally happy to trim this fat. I know you think that I don't like you. I got no problem with you. I don't love you. I don't hate you.
Fair enough.
I don't like Shannon.
She doesn't like Shannon.
I don't like her as a person. I don't like her as a manager. I don't like what she's doing. I know you guys got a history. Congrats. Happy for you, boo. You do you. I don't give a care.
History is putting
Corruption
it
is your
mildly.
faction. It's your baby.
Putting it lightly.
And I think we can both agree it's just going in a very, very different direction. And I'm going to say something to you. I think you are better. And I think that you need to keep your options open.
Let me stop you right there. Grace, I can admit this. You know, some things go over my head, some things go into my legs, some things, you know, I just don't see. But this, what you're saying right here, seems to be smacking me pretty dead center right in the face. You are saying, or I should entertain the thought, that perhaps I'm better than the faction of corruption. Do you realize that Shannon Barney, who you might not like, I love the whole, you know, little thing you guys got going on, this little tete-a-tete you got going on. It's like a cat fight, and I'll say a table for 2 with some saucers of milk there, please, because I enjoy the hell out of it. But that young lady has taken me to become a 3-time IG champion, so...
Ooh, now let me stop you right there. For 2 of those, you were with me and Ken. So, some quick math for you there, sweetie. I know it goes right over your head. 2, 1. Thank you very much.
Touche. But let's circle back to the matter at hand. Because you seem to think that I should leave the faction that I built. There is no corruption without Kalinowski.
Yes,
okay, so now you're saying that I should leave this faction, this wonderful group of diverse people that have gone from last place to first place, became champions last year. Yeah. We've got a singles champion in there. We're dominating, coming back this season, and I'm just suddenly gonna leave it. Am I hearing
that has
things?
Marisol
Am I hearing that right, Grace?
Just saying.
Listen, I think that deep down, you've already had this thought. And I think that I'm calling something out, and then the dark, deep, very narrow recesses of your mind have already popped up. And I think that you're acting very, very offended, and you can play that game all you want. I'll get you a saucer. But I think that you've had these thoughts before. So go ahead and have a think on this. Okay, sweetie, enjoy your sucker.
Well, I guess I was wrong. Shannon wasn't in the room for that.
Oh. There is a star in every single rapper. How did I not know that?
What?
Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. It is the Star Wars tournament. We are in the semifinals, but you can't tell me that. This feels like a finals matchup. This feels like a championship matchup. This feels like a pay-per-view live event match.
Yes.
It is the one, the only, Andres Ace Cabrera, last year's Star Wars Ultimate Schmoedown winner, who went on to get a title shot in last year's Spectacular, had a Cinderella run, really created Upset City, did this whole thing. He's back in the tournament again after a very impressive victory over Sean Sullivan, is going up against this new hotshot rookie, the Major Thomas Harper. This is some kind of battle we got going on here, Mark.
There ever
because
was
the
an
Major
opportunity
plays
for
like someone with
upset
major experience in the movie Trivia Schmoedown, Christian. He has no doubt handled many code reds in his life, and when he gets into the white hot spotlight of the Schmoedown, he is ready for battle. But you put him up against, like you said, last year's Cinderella darling, Andres Ace Cabrera, the perfect combination of a Devin Booker with his youth and a Chris Paul with his experience. He puts it all together and he wins tourneys. He's looking to do the same thing if he can get past the Major and advance to the finals. Should be a good one, partner.
I think so, and there's a lot of comparisons already in Thomas Harper's young Schmoedown career. I saw something in the Facebook group not too long ago comparing him to Kevin Smets and the kind of run that Kevin Smets had. Now, that was 2 straight victories. He's had 2 straight victories. This is a little different in the Star Wars division. It is very, very tough. There's no doubt about it. I mean, hell, look at the current champion, Andrew DiMolanta, and what he's had to do in order to just stay on top with the defeats of Alex Damon. But Andres Cabrera, man, I'll tell you what, like I was impressed with him last season in what he did in the tournament. Strangely enough, out of all of the matches, out of the victories against DiMolanta, against the victory against Laura Kelly, Ken Napsa, all the who's who of Star Wars, it was the victory against Sean Sullivan that when I looked at Cabrera, I went, "Oh man, this is a killer. This is a killer."
Really?
Cut from a different cloth. A killer, Jerry. A killer.
Yeah, he just looked. There's something about Andres Cabrera that this edge of people doubting him, it fuels him. We've talked about it before. It gets him. It gets him
a knockout if he had
pissed. And Thomas Harper is part of that right now because he was drafted before Andres was, and Andres wants to take. He said it in his. Everyone else is kind of scared of Harper. Cabrera's standing up on the mountain, going, "Come on, let's do it!" And you can't tell the kind of emotion Harper has because I don't think he has emotion. He's kind of he's like a droid.
You look at the history of competition, and so much of it is predicated upon what fuels you. And Christian, as we both know, both of these fellas have gasoline by the bag load in their trunk. Who's going to deploy it today? We're about to find out. But before we get there, what fuels us here at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown? These cool promos.
parking.
Oh,
what?
Ace, I didn't see you there. You caught me in the middle of a little light reading.
It is the Major's victory. I'm just being told, I believe I'm being told by the chairman, Christian Harloff, that he has not missed a question yet in his movie trivia Schmoedown career.
I think the truth is, if somebody's going to win this tournament, they have to have the kind of match that Thomas just had, and I'm so glad that this was the guy I picked first.
Win, but I want to see this guy against
keep
Gold
hearing
Leader.
that I have no shot in this tournament, and that all these new guys are going to win, and I'm shocked.
You see yourself once again, Winston, with another win here in Star Wars, a division that you guys dominated last season because of this man here, Andres Cabrera.
I am definitely being underestimated over new players who just started, and now I'm coming right back, and I'm going right back into Upset City. Next up on the tour, Thomas Harper. Now, this is the guy that everyone says is unbeatable, unstoppable. And I get it, you've had your back-to-back 100%. I get it. You're good, but you're not the best. You're not going to beat me.
So I see that Upset City is the next
Andrew
piece of enemy
DeMolanta also
territory
had
that
a
I'm being
back-to-back
deployed to battle
perfect round,
into.
perfect game.
You are now facing down the barrel of the latest greatness, it seems, being Thomas Harper.
And his match
He's not the guy I take first in the draft because he's not going to win this tournament. He's the guy I take first in the draft because he's the future of the league, and he's going to win this tournament.
First one without even having played a match, and I've won 4, only lost once to the greatest champion, which is Alex Kamen.
5 now, Andres.
5 now. So I'm good.
This has been the big talked about moment that Harper coming out of nowhere. Mr. Dragon Con was going to come in here, except he has a problem. He has to go through the man that made Star Wars tournaments a thing.
Know that I've taken Den's extensive intelligence dossier on you, and I've poured over every last
Den has a dossier now?
What can I say? You're a true warrior.
I've come back from losses. I've come back from being down in matches. And I know I'm going to come back now and beat the one who is the #1 pick inside the Star Wars division.
See, Upset City
Technically
isn't my
speaking,
final
if Mara
objective
goes
in
to
this
Star Wars,
campaign.
then she's the #1
It's merely the next
Star
obstacle
Wars.
on my
But,
path
I mean,
to
semantics,
glory,
am I right?
to the Den, and for General Mulligan.
Who's going to win this match between him and Ace Cabrera? Oh, okay, fine. Okay. That would be Harper.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown Ace Cabrera Tournament. That's what this is going to be called, all right? And unfortunately, Major, you're dealing with a squad leader.
Because you see, a major is up here at the top of the heap, and a squad leader a few rungs below.
This ain't no Dragon Con. It's a Schmoedown. And this is Upset City. And you're on my list now. So let's go.
I wonder if he really is a major, though. Interesting. You know, I asked Ace last week on the Ultimate Schmoedown After Show if he's going to.
As we said,
go
you know,
back
this
to
is
him, and he
the
says
hype
he's
was
go-
on
he
Harper.
says he wants to.
I don't know if there's been a
I'd love to
rookie
see
as
Ace in
hyped as
Intergeekdom
him
this
since Robert
season.
Parker, last season, and he, like Parker, has won his first 2 matches.
I mean,
But will it
probably
be
what
like
happened
Parker, where in his
because-
third match he doesn't do it against the old pro? Parker ran into Chance Ellison, and now Harper's running into
Winston's
Andres
probably gonna
Cabrera.
put Shanblue in his,
Andres
in the
Cabrera is
tournament.
4-1 in the
So-
5-1 in the Star Wars division. He's
I
5-1.
would much prefer to see
That is
him.
not easy to do. I mean, hell, the champion is 4-3. So this is a tough
Ace
match.
has the
Definitely
best record
toughest
in
for
Star Wars
Harper.
at the moment.
I don't know if we can say it's the toughest for Andres yet. He's beaten the current champion at the moment.
I mean, look, when you have a 5-1 record, I don't think you and I have combined to answer 5 Star Wars questions correctly this season. And when it came to a movie trivia Schmoedown division, all based around one franchise, we talked about Logan's Run, we talked about Krull, but Star Wars is the answer. And I don't have a bad feeling about this one, Christian. I have a bad feeling I may not get to my dentist appointment on time, but that's because these two fellas could go deep past round 3 into sudden death. What do you say we start it, partner?
I agree. It's going to be a deep cleaning of Star Wars knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the Star Wars division. Introducing first, representing the Dead with a record of 2 wins, no defeats. He is the Major Harper! The Major Thomas Harper, as we mentioned, Thomas, when you entered this league, the hype was real, and you have proven it. People are talking about it. You have not missed a question thus far in your young Star Wars career. Going up against Andres Cabrera, what is the mindset? Any different than the two previous matches before?
I have to say, General Harloff, Colonel Carrots, it's good to be back in your presence under your leadership here. Look, my mindset is like this. I'll address it with that Kevin Smets comparison, which is just a ridiculous one. Kevin Smets is on a mountaintop. I'm not the Kevin Smets of anything. I'm the Thomas of the Star Wars division, and if I attain 15% even of what he's accomplished in life and the Schmoedown, I'll have done something right. And Ace is up there. If there's a Rushmore of Star Wars competitors, Ace already in his young career has started to etch his persona right up on that mountaintop. So I've got a long way to go. But at the end of the day, with Ace, my prep is no different. My run up to each match, my run up to this match is no different for Ace than it is for any other competitor in this division. I'm just fortunate to have an opponent as skilled to push me here today.
Shots fired.
It's clear that he is able to compete with anyone in the Star Wars division here, Christian. But my question to you, Mr. Harper, is about the Den and how much pressure maybe you feel to get a big victory for your faction. Because as we all know, tournaments is how you can rack up points quickly. You've done that so far. Advancing to the finals and then maybe winning this whole tournament could be a game changer for the Den. Does that put extra pressure on you?
No, General Mulligan drafted me for a reason. She brought me into the Den to be a leader within this unit, and I've got those boots to fill. And if that's getting points for the faction, if that's getting wins, if that's just showing a consistent work ethic that inspires others, then that's what I'm here to do. That's my mission. We function as a unit, and we function as a unit whether it's a win or a defeat. And my job here today is to bring home that W.
All right, well, congratulations for getting it this far here, Thomas, and we'll see you in just a moment. And his opponent,
dang it,
representing Swag, with a record of 5 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout.
Where are my sunglasses?
The 2020 Star Wars Ultimate Tournament winner, Andres Ace Andres Ace Cabrera. Dude, as I said, coming into this, it seems, and we've asked you this question before, and you're probably tired of hearing it, but when there is someone who is, well, that's the person to beat. That's the person that's going to be the champion. That guy, that seems to fuel you when it is not you that's being talked about. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I would say that's accurate. I mean, considering what I've done so far, and again, I think a lot of people
because apparently when you root for him,
Alex Damon, and kind of take that as the defining moment in my career, but in fact, it's
that's
not.
Why I'm wearing this.
And yeah, I like to rise above it. I like to show people how wrong they are.
Yeah, Andres, Winston Marshall been a great Monty Williams for you all season long as your head coach, but you seem to have elements of the current Suns team, but I also think that you have a chip on your shoulder that is Charles Barkley size back in the day. How are you able to tap into that, and has that been you and your coach working together on getting that extra gasoline to pour on the fire when you really need to summon it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right, is to prove everyone wrong, how much winning each match is just another opportunity to show someone who I really am. And it's just another chance to show people that, if you sleep on me, then you're wrong.
And last question before we get going here is, so when it comes to Thomas Harper, as I mentioned before, there was a lot of hype on Parker last year, and then you ran into Parker, and then that was one of the things that you said, I don't want to feel like that anymore. I'm going to go in and I'm going to do something different. And boy, did you ever with the performance that you put in the tournament. But with Harper and all the hype that Harper's getting, and you've seen his first 2 matches, do you think that that's warranted so far with only 2 matches?
Well, I mean, perfect in both of them.
Sure, why not? I mean, Parker didn't have too many matches. I just think Parker's dominance was something special, and Parker is definitely proving that this season. with what he's done so far. That I think people are going to look back on that match and be like, "Yo, Ace lost to a former champ because Parker is being that good." So I would say he's close for sure. He's definitely close to Parker.
All right. Well, good luck to you there, Ace. Very, very excited to see you here compete. All right, Mark, our competitors have entered the virtual ring. What are the rules for round number 1?
Competitors get 1 free point for every Star Wars figure in their background. I've just been told that might be a little one-sided, so we'll strike that and we'll just go to the questioning. 10 questions total in round number 1 from 10 different corners of the Star Wars galaxy that's way, way far away. Each question's worth a point. There's no penalty for missing a question, gentlemen. There is no stealing, at least not in round number 1. We'll ask the question. You have about 15 seconds to get that correct answer onto your board. Once we ask you by name or nickname, please show what you wrote to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize your attempt into the microphone. I'll remind each competitor of the 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. I'm not sure you heard a question right. You want to buy yourself another 15 seconds. Use a JTE rule named for famous schmoes, no intern, JTE. I miss our interns. You also each have 1 challenge you may utilize at any point throughout the 3-round match. We'll bring your manager in. We can all deliberate and delineate to our heart's content, and then we will ultimately confirm and ratify if said challenge is taking place. Christian, they look set, they look ready, you see the focus, and I'm intimidated, and I'm not even playing today.
Ace, are you ready?
Ready.
Harper, are you ready?
Cleared hot. Let's go.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Round number 1, question number 1. Gentlemen, in the category of heroes and villains, what is the name of the snow speeder pilot who finds Luke and Han on the surface of Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back?
You need a first and last name of the pilot.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
As opposed to one
that's a round 1 question. Maybe
you just leave.
5,
name. That's not
4,
something you have to
3,
look
2. It's
up
hard enough asking. 1. Pens down, hands up, please. We start with
round 1 question.
Zev Seneska.
Sure. And Harper.
Whatever you say, man.
Zev Seneska.
1-1. All right, here is the next question.
All right, we move on to Revenge of the Sith, episode 3, and the question. In Revenge of the Sith, when Padme confronts Anakin on Mustafar, she says Obi-Wan told her that Anakin turned to the dark side and had done what? It's a 2-word quote. Need the exact quote, John. Because it's the only way we can have a 3-round match.
It's true.
You got all the easy ones. Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. Pens down, hands up. And we start with Thomas.
Killed younglings.
Terrible things.
It's incorrect. And
Whoa!
Ace?
Killing younglings. No? Killed
Technically,
younglings?
he said killed.
Mark?
Is it just the ING?
younglings.
Can't accept it. It's we did need the exact quote.
Killed.
And it is killed younglings, not killing.
Killing is what
All right,
Obi-Wan
so
says.
after that, now we're going to get to
killed
question
is what
number
Padme
3.
said.
Both gentlemen missing.
I got a question they both
And
missed!
here is question 3. The Rise of Skywalker. Palpatine says, "Long have I waited, and now your coming together is your what?"
All right. Little sidestep. We just pulled off the highway there. Get some Mountain Dew. Back on the road.
5.
The first question that Thomas Harper
All right,
missed
first one for Harper.
all season.
Here it is.
And I got it right.
Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker. Palpatine says, "Long have I waited, and now your coming together is your what?"
He says,
Christian, no, I actually don't have a dentist appointment.
I was wondering that. I was concerned about.
I think
No, I got
I think
beautiful
what I
choppers.
wrote
Look at
down
these
is the
babies.
correct
That doesn't
answer,
mean
but
you're
I'm
not
not
good at that. That's 5,
100% sure
4,
on it.
Never been before.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. We start with Ace.
Is it Destiny?
Undoing.
Yes, sir. Thomas.
Didn't have Doom.
Thomas Harper misses
Whoa.
that one, and Ace sees himself up by 1. And we get to the next question. Mark, question 4.
It's a film that unites us all, Return of the Jedi. And here's the question. When Vader's shuttle is approaching the second Death Star at the beginning of the film, What color code clearance is given in order to deactivate the security shield? Yes, we need the color.
What happened?
You don't watch these movies for fun anymore? Or is it
You know
5,
this one, Mark.
4.
I actually did
3.
know this.
Yeah.
2.
Come on.
1.
I think I
Hands
got
down, hands up, please. And this time we start with Thomas.
Blue. Black?
Yes. Ace.
Blue.
That is correct. All right.
Black,
So
blue,
right
or
now,
red.
the score is
I immediately
3-2.
kicked out
Cabrera
red,
up by 1.
blue and black,
As
and
we
I went
get
with
to
black.
our next question. Our next question. This is question 5. We're going with mixed bag. Performer Mike Quinn returned to the Star Wars franchise to portray which character in The Force Awakens?
We could probably talk about every match, but man, that short rib after The Force Awakens.
It's good. It was real good. 5, 4, 3.
I'm going to use a repeat.
2. All right. 1 for Andres. In mixed bag, performer Mike Quinn returned to the Star Wars franchise to portray which character in The Force Awakens? Now, both Cabrera and Harper using 1 repeat thus far in round 1.
Yeah, we've seen competitors be a little more cavalier about going ahead and using them early. You got to use it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And we're going to start here with Andres.
Nina.
I said PZ4CO.
That's incorrect. And Thomas?
9 none.
Yes, that is correct. All right, so we're back to being a tie
I don't
game
think
here.
PC
It
was
is
in the original
3-3.
trilogy.
Harper and Cabrera tied
He
as
said
we get
came
to
back
the next
to,
question here, Mark.
Well, let's move along to vehicles, weapons, and technology. And your question. Which character in Rogue One uses the MWC-35C repeating cannon as their signature weapon?
Of course.
Yeah, I prefer a pen.
Oh, I like it. I was going to say maybe your words.
It's mightier.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And we start with Thomas.
Baze Malbus.
Baze Malbus.
Yes, and Andres.
Baze Malbus.
Tied up, and now we get
forgot
to
his name for a
question
hot
6.
second there.
Sorry, 7.
But I
Question
remembered
7.
it just in time.
The Phantom Menace.
Momentum Fennis.
What is Chancellor Valorum's first name? That's what Chance Ellison's nickname is, Chancer.
I just call him my son, and I ground him once a month.
5, 4, 3.
I'm not sure spelling
2,
plays a part in
1.
this.
Pens down, hands up, please, and Andres Cabrera.
Phyllis?
Finis.
Yes,
Finis.
and Thomas.
Finis.
Finis.
Okay.
I said Phyllis.
Question 8. Question 8.
I can't accept
All
that
right,
for myself.
3 questions away from finishing this round. And the question: planets and locations. And here we go for a point. In the Clone Wars movie, a clone pilot says, "Welcome to paradise, rock jumpers," as the clones land on what planet under enemy fire? I might have to rewatch this movie. That sounds exciting.
It's funny. It's amazing how much my opinion has changed to that film since the first time I saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
Star
5,
Wars does that to people.
4,
I know the planet,
3,
I just don't remember the name.
2,
though. It's not
1.
No, it's
Pens down, hands up, please, and we start with Thomas.
Teth.
Yes, Andres.
Teth.
Not one of the
Still
not
all
one of the
tied up,
planets
6-6
that can
as
be
we
found
get
in the
to the
Clone
next
Wars
question
video
here,
game. So
and we're gonna go with
that's why I didn't remember.
A New Hope. In A New Hope, who is the only main character to be mentioned by name in the opening crawl text?
Used to have all 3 of those classic trilogy crawl texts memorized, but
Did you?
know.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Not this guy. 5, 4.
Your kids probably.
3, 2.
It's a 50-50
1.
shot.
Hands down, hands up, please, and Ace.
Leia?
Princess Leia.
Yeah. And Harper.
Princess Leia.
Should I
It is
give you back to the
now
boys for not writing
7-7
down
as we get
princess,
to our
though?
final question in round number 1.
And that's in the category of
because
Who Said It?
princess is not
And here it
a
is.
name, it's a title.
Dryden Voss said he admired anyone who can crawl their way out of a what?
This is the semifinals, and you can see why. Both competitors, some of the best we have, both missing 2 in this round so far with the last question here. And 5, 4.
Oh, wait. I know.
3,
I know it.
2, 1.
Oh.
Pens down, hands up. We end with Harper.
Sewer.
Yes, and Ace.
That's not
Sewer.
That's not what I had in mind. So
8,
never mind.
8 as we get into round number 2. What a matchup it has been so
Thought it was
far.
the creature
And Mark, what are the rules of the wheel round?
The castle.
All knotted up as we get into that Wheel of Doom, Fate, and Destiny, because it is Star Wars. Every category features some corner of the Star Wars galaxy. Each get a spin at that wheel. Once you do settle on a realm, you're going to hear 5 questions from that particular world. Each question is worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question. However,
4 points,
stealing,
but
it's available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, you may want to ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question proceeds to 1. 2 JTE rules remain for each competitor. They still have both use of their challenge, and Christian, it is going to be up to Andres Ace Cabrera if he wants to spin first or defer to his opponent.
I'm going to defer. Why not?
Defer.
All right, Kate, 60 seconds starting now.
Okay.
General.
Major. Okay, first of all, you and I need to be better at being present, okay? Because I think there was something that happened before the match. Let it go. It's not. We can process it later. There was that you have a question. Let's go. It's done. It's done.
I'm
it's done.
in, man.
You are locked in. We knew if Ace had the choice to spin first, he was going to have you do it. So this is working perfectly. This is what we discussed. Also, I wore for good luck my Go-Gurt shirt for you.
My Go-Gurt.
Oh, that's that
Go-Gurt.
character. It's popular for a reason, ma'am, and it's because that name.
Go-Gurt. It's so cute. I love Go-Gurt. Anyway, I got to tell you, stay mad, stay focused, stay right where you are. If you listen to the questions and don't worry about anything else that happened before, this is your match. So let's spin this thing, huh?
Armor's intact. Let's go.
Wheel is up. Thank you, Kate. And here is the spin by the Major.
Go-Gurt!
Best character in the galaxy.
Go-Gurt!
The frog shirt that Kate is wearing.
And we're looking at The Force Awakens. So 60
Hmm.
seconds to decide if you want to keep Force Awakens.
I have an instinct on this, but my instinct doesn't matter. Yours does. What do you want?
I'm feeling good about this. I love this movie.
Perfect.
JJ did right by us, so let's stay.
Let's stay. Let's do it.
All right. So, Thomas Harper, you're going to get 5 questions in the realm of The Force Awakens. Are you ready, sir?
Locked and loaded. Let's go.
All right. Here you go. In The Force Awakens, what type of tape does Rey need while trying to repair the Falcon?
Oh.
Bonding tape.
That is correct. Bonding tape is correct. All right. In The Force Awakens, according to Finn, stormtrooper masks filter out what?
Toxins.
It'd be smoke, not toxins.
That's correct.
The opposite thing.
Next question.
Yeah.
What does Supreme Leader Snoke warn will happen in the galaxy if Luke Skywalker returns? Or Harper's coming in hot. Question 3.
The new Jedi will rise.
That's correct. 2 more points. All right, here's question 4 out of 5. Which character reported Poe and Finn's escape from the Finalizer?
The character? Must have been one of the stormtroopers.
5.
But what's his name, though?
4.
Lieutenant Thaniason.
That is correct. All right. So, one more question here. And here it is. In The Force Awakens, how much does Balatik say they loaned Han Solo for the Rathtar job?
50,000 credits.
50,000 credits, presumably.
That's fine. And that is 2 more points for Thomas Harper.
We
So
also
Harper
heard you
annihilates that round and finds
50,000
himself
from
up by
Ganja
10,
Club.
with Cabrera now getting to speak with Winston Marshall.
Major, this party is over.
This party is over.
What's good, Playboy? How you doing?
I'm good,
You know I didn't break out these Master Swagoo robes for nothing, boy.
I love it.
It's go time, son. And
Yes, sir.
I ain't worried about a major because I got a squad leader in the building. You know what I'm saying? Squad leader Ace in the building. How you feeling, baby?
Good, man. Good. Let's do this.
You know what?
I'm ready.
You know what's funny because you got that killing younglings question. Sometimes grammar it sucks. So what I'm gonna tell you is,
you have to
anything
know the
that you
exact
feel like
quote.
you slightly miss or whatever,
That's just
throw that
what
in
it
the
is.
trash. Nobody cares
All right.
about that. We out here
All
to
right.
kill it now, son. Round 2 is where cats go, oh man, I should never stepped in the ring with him. Let me just go ahead and sit my little behind down and just give up. So let's make him give up, man.
Let's do it.
Thank you to Winston. Here's the spin by Andres Cabrera.
After that first,
So obviously
after that
Force
round,
Awakens mark off the table here.
can't
Cabrera looking to
miss a single
Wait,
Yeah.
say word?
say word.
Oh man, I like that movie.
New Hope. 60 seconds to decide on New Hope.
A New Hope.
I mean, look, brother, I'll tell you this. I love this movie. You love this movie. How are you feeling about it today?
It all.
Man, I love this movie so much, and yet I'm
Here's
curious.
my question. Is
I'm
there
curious about
anything else
other
that you're
ones.
worried about? Is there anything else you're worried about? Is my real question. If not, let's spin it again. But if you don't need to say it out loud, but if there, do you feel like there are things at all that you're like,
No, you're right. I'll stick with it.
Well, but hold on. So I'm making, like, what I'm saying is, since you were kind of giving me that slight hesitation, is there something in you that's saying there are things that I like better on this, or are you more concerned about something else?
Yeah, there's things I like better, but there's other stuff that, I mean, this is in my, top 5.
Okay, then we're keeping it. Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right. All right, Mark. So Andres Cabrera now is going to get 5 questions in the realm of A New Hope.
All right, Andres, question 1 of 5 for 2 points unless you need multiple choice. In Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, when the X-Fighters are approaching the Death Star, what type of foils do they lock in attack position?
S-foils.
S-foils in attack position.
They lock those S-foils. They love saying it, too. That is correct for 2 points. It is now an 8-point lead for Harper. In A New Hope, when the X-Wing pilots are told to report in, who is the first that does so? We just need the call sign.
Just the call sign. I wanted to say his name. Red 10, Theron Net. Red 10.
I'm sure you did know the name. Red 10 is correct for 2 more points. Cabrera having a nice early go of it in round number 2. Here's your third question. In A New Hope, C-3PO tells R2 that he has to come back from the Death Star battle safely because R2 wouldn't want his life to get what?
Boring.
Boring, yeah.
Christian tells me the same thing every time I go on the road for a weekend. That is correct. And now,
I came
your
up with the
penultimate
answer a
question
second
that
before I
could cut
heard
the
it,
lead
okay?
of the major to 2 is, in A New Hope, as the Death Star first approaches the planet Yavin, it is said that the moon with the rebel base will be in range in how long?
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
They use minutes and hours.
It was
that is
even on the
correct for 2
screen,
more
yeah,
points. And
30
now,
minutes.
Christian, we're at the point
Well,
of the
I guess
match
I know which movies
where
I'm better
Andres Hayes
at.
Cabrera can tie Harper, and they'll share the same amount of points going into the final round, round 3, if Andres hits this.
All right, here is the question.
In A New Hope, when Luke asks Han what he thinks of Leia, he answers that she's got a lot of what?
Grit? Or is it guts?
5, 4,
Spirit!
3. Second one.
Okay.
Second.
In A New Hope, when Luke asks Han what he thinks of Leia, he answers that she's got a lot of what?
I'm gonna say spirit. Final answer. Do you think a princess and a
Spirit.
guy like me?
Just has a lot of money, but yeah, Spirit is what we were looking for, and that is correct. Christian, You could have predicted this one. Tied ball game, headed into round 3.
What a performance by both
I'm not
competitors
competing,
there at
so
the
I
end
didn't
of
know
round
the
number
answer.
2. You got to
Which
respect
brings
the
me
way
up
they
to
both
9
played it.
questions,
Both
which I'm
taking
still
their
doing about
time.
half of both of them, so it's kind of
Really
interesting.
taking every little second. Look what Andres Cabrera did there in the last one, using that JTE wisely and getting himself to spirit. And now we have an 18-18 game as we head to round number 3.
Round number 3 works
no
like
TKOs
this,
today.
gentlemen and gentlemen's managers. There's categories numbered 1 to 20. We need a series of numbers from each competitor that must fall within that range. Each competitor gives us 3 integers in total. Each numeral corresponds to a different corner. Movie trivia, Schmoedown, Star Wars know-how. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your final question, 5 huge, possibly championship match-earning points. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 3. Of note, Christian, Thomas Harper still has 2 JTE rules remaining. Andres Ace Cabrera has 1. However, it is Andres who has the option to give us his 3 destined numbers first. What feels lucky, Ace?
I mean, y'all were talking about it beforehand, so let's start with 13, the GOAT. Let's go 6 and 9.
What was the last one, Ace? You broke up there a little bit.
6 and 9. 6 and 9.
6 and 9. Okay.
69!
All right, and for Thomas?
I'm gonna go with is the almost the anniversary of when I met my wife in Afghanistan. So we're gonna go 11, 19, and 12 for the date we first met.
Great. 11, 19, and 12 for Thomas Harper.
Is a man, ladies and
60
gentlemen.
seconds.
He remembers the day he met his wife.
Did you meet your wife because you're on vacation in Afghanistan, or were you there because you're a soldier?
Yes.
All expense paid from Uncle Sam. So
I tell you something. This. Are we scared? No, we're not scared.
No.
This is exactly. It doesn't matter who the enemy is. You stay locked in. You did beautifully that round, and this is. We are unfazed, but we knew exactly that this could happen. We talked through the scenario. You guys might be. This might go to overtime. So all you have to do right now is just keep doing what you're doing. You have 2 JTEs left. Listen carefully. Take your time because you have it, and this is yours. It's yours. It just is.
Yes, ma'am. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yo, Ace. First of all, I want to look in the camera and I want to thank Major Harper for his service. I really do. Thank you so much for that. And I love that you brought love into this. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But guess what, Ace? Let's show them what a vet in the Star Wars division of the movie trivia Schmoedown can do, baby. That's how you use a JTE, son. You go, it's on the tip of my tongue. Give me a couple more seconds to just get my thoughts together. That's how you roll. And so now you're going to show them how a 3rd round looks like. You're going to take this dub. You're going to win this tournament like you always do, because this is your turn. They're going to rename it the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Ace Cabrera Tournament. And then we're going to go up, we're going to grab the belt, and we're going to ride, son. Yes, sir. How you feeling?
Oh, great, man. I'm going to show them what's up with the single man. Single man rage. The single man rage is coming out.
Luke Skywalker didn't need no girlfriend. Luke Skywalker was out here saving the galaxy, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so
and then he kind of went away from
have
it for 10
gotten
years,
the managers out. We're ready for round number 3.
whatever.
Mark, we're going to start here.
So 10 years
we're
or 8
start here
years?
with Thomas Harper, and he
not a
chose
question.
category 13. Excuse me, category 11. Category 11, and that's going to put us the Jedi Order.
The Jedi Order, the Joe for short. And here's your question for a 2-point lead, Major.
Jaw, but
what Jedi Master says, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees in Revenge of the Sith?
I think this question has been asked. I think this question has been asked before.
Ki-Adi Mundi.
And not Ki
Friends with
Mundi.
his brother Nick. That is correct for 2 points. And now Andres Ace Cabrera will have his 2-pointer to tie.
All right, so Ace chose category 13. That puts us back to the Phantom Menace.
The Phantom Menace, episode 1. And the question for Andres for 2 points. What does Shmi Skywalker tell Padme that everything revolves around when it comes to pod racing?
Gambling. She specifically uses the word gambling.
Gambling.
At the dinner table.
That is correct for 2 points. And Christian, it's tied once again. We pivot back to the major for his 3-pointer.
It does. And Thomas Harper, he
I
chose
understand why
category
he took
19 for his 3-pointer.
He paused
category
because
19. Mark,
sort of a
it's hero time. Heroes.
Question, but
it's just every time the major looks in the mirror. And now a question about other heroes. And it is. In The Rise of Skywalker, when Chewbacca is captured, he is taken to what interrogation room number?
Interrogation 6.
It's my favorite one to be interrogated in as well. Christian, it is a 3-point lead for the major, and now we go back to Ace for a deep 3.
This is pretty nuts so far. Exactly what we thought it would be. And we are going to find out who said it.
Death,
it's
not
time
a
for Star Wars quotes for
Andres'
3-point
Unless one of them
question.
misses.
Quotable quotes, and here we go for 3, and once again for the tie, Andres.
It's not
in The Last Jedi, who first said, "We are the spark that will light the fire that will restore the Republic"?
I think it was Evelyn Holdo.
Or Vice Admiral Holdo.
And then it was...
Except either one, that is correct. It's a tied ball game, and now it's time for each gentleman's 5-point question. A correct answer here could send them to the championship.
It certainly. You mean the finals determine? Yes, the finals determine. Yes, and it also is a. It could also send us to sudden death. Right? They both get their 5-pointers, but we're going to see what happens here. First, we're going to start with Thomas Harper. He chose category 12.
And
his
that
5-point question
is Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And here it is. In the film Return of the Jedi, Admiral Akbar tells Green Group to stay close to what holding sector?
11?
MV7, Mike Victor 7.
Would have been a shorter battle if they did MV5, but I wasn't the Admiral. That is correct. 5-point lead for Thomas Harper. That's the bad news for Andres. The good news, he now has his 5-point question. If he hits it, we go to sudden death.
Mark, he chose category 9.
I think of 11 immediately.
And that is in the category of weapons, vehicles, and technology.
Well, he said he wanted more questions from that category.
For 5 points to go to sudden death.
Be careful what you wish for.
What is the name of Admiral Akbar's command ship during the Battle of Endor?
Speaking of that battle.
Home 1.
Yes!
We're going to sudden death, Christian.
Yes, I knew
death.
it.
It is 28-28. Cabrera and Harper doing exactly what we thought that they would.
It was in the back
It has been a battle. It has been a
it.
memorable battle, and we're going to continue the battle into sudden death.
I'm pretty sure it was in the Force Unleashed.
The rules of sudden death work a lot like the rules of round number 1. Christian or myself will ask a question. We're not going to give you the category, however. Just going to simply ask the question. Question value is still 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There's no stealing. As soon as we ask it, you each have 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer. Once we ask you by name or nickname, show what you wrote. At the same time you verbalize your attempt into the microphone. Here's where it gets sudden death overtimey. If both competitors get the question correct, we move on to the next question. If you both miss it, we move on to the next question. Should one of you get it correct and one of you incorrect, the correct answer or wins the match and proceeds to the championship of the Star Wars tournament.
We are going to give you some time to talk to your managers again before sudden death begins. So we will first bring in Kate this time. 60 seconds starting now.
This is going to be my sudden death. Oh, my God. Listen.
Ready to work overtime, General.
I got to tell you, I know you are, and this is exactly where we want to be, because this is where you don't lose a match. Maybe a 5-pointer could have tripped, but once we got here, it's yours. It's done. It's done. It's done now. So stay in it. Stay right where you're at. This is yours.
Thanks, man.
Thank you to the den, and now we bring back Swag. 60 seconds. Winston starting now.
You a cold mother. Shut your mouth. Look, man. First of all, it can't be said enough how proud I remain of you every time we do this dance. Every single time we do this dance, you come in and you make a whole new believer in the Force, in Upset City, in Squad Leader Ace every time you sit down at this desk,
and
man.
Judging by
every
round
single
one,
time.
it was Harper.
And what's so beautiful about
then again, they both missed the same
I love
question
seeing
at
your
the same
face
time,
when you get
so...
questions, how you get that big
And
old grin on your face.
obviously
I love
Harper
that look
missed
when you see your
the
opponent
following
answer a
one.
question. You're like, that was pretty good. I'm impressed by
He
that.
missed 2 questions.
And this is the big thing I gotta tell you going into the
his
sudden
entire
death,
career,
man.
as a matter of fact.
Remember the wise words of Yoda. My ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. So go in.
One repeat, just clarification.
You get one JT.
Yes.
You get one JT for sudden death.
One
So use it if you need it, because every question counts right here.
True.
And I believe in you, my guy. You invented this. You showed them how to do this. So show
That's
them
time.
again.
All right, Mark, our competitors have arrived, and now it is time to start the sudden death. All right, we start.
More like a slow
Andres, are
death
you
at
ready?
this point.
Ready.
Thomas, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Here we go. Question 1. In Rogue One, what is the first droid that is seen in the film?
All right, it's back to normal round 1 style gameplay, just with the stakes much, much higher.
And 5,
Oh.
4, 3.
Do you need the
2,
designation, though,
1.
or the
Pens
model?
down, hands up. We start with
It's,
Ace.
farming,
SE2 worker droid.
I guess.
And
we
Harper?
gave him the designation.
SE2, nicknamed SE.
Both correct. All right, so now we get to question 2, Mark. Question 2.
All right. And your question. When Han is thrown to the Beast in Solo, how many days has it been since the Beast was last fed?
Shades of.
I feel like these are hard questions, but...
I mean, Taz. Yeah. And 5,
I think I got
4,
it, but I'm not 100%
3,
confident on this
2,
answer.
1. Pens down, hands up, and Thomas Harper.
9?
3 days.
Andres.
3 days.
Both correct.
What was
Both
I
correct as we get
thinking?
to the next question. Next question.
Like I said, not confident
Here it is.
enough for myself.
Okay. In the Clone Wars movie, what is the name of the tentacle ship that kidnapped Jabba the Hutt's son?
The name of the ship.
I still get so surprised.
You know, I used to
as a
love
kid, but I
playing
shouldn't
these
be
ships in
because
the video
the way
game,
he
but I
conducts
don't
his life.
Oh, he's
One of my favorite ship
he's done things.
designs.
He's done things.
But I
5,
don't remember the name of it.
4,
He gets around.
3. That's right. 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please, and we start with Andres.
Trident assault ship.
Yes, that is fine. And Thomas.
The Trident assault ship.
Yes. All right, Mark. Now we go to our next question. It's question 4.
That's right. 4 out of 5 doctors and dentists recommend it. Your next question is mixed bag-ish. Here it is.
Fixed mag.
What was Aldar Beto's pod racing nickname in The Phantom Menace?
Oh, it looks like I might have stumped him.
He had a
Did they
nickname?
steal that from the Schmoedown, the concept of nicknames?
Maybe. 5, 4.
I'm gonna use a repeat.
All right. Here's Andre's only repeat.
I mean,
Okay.
I know it's the
What
incorrect
was
answer,
Aldar
but
Beto's pod racing nickname in The Phantom Menace?
Oh, that... Okay, I'm gonna quickly erase what I wrote down, so no one is going to see how stupid I am. The nickname. I haven't seen the movie in a while, so
5,
I'm not gonna pull it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please, and we start with Thomas
Lightning.
and Andres.
I said Mahonic.
That's what I wrote down!
Both got it wrong. It was Hitman. The Hitman. Beto the Hitman.
That's right.
I
All right,
wrote
so they
down
both
Mahonic,
miss. They
but
both
I knew
miss,
it
but
was
we
the
keep
wrong
on going.
pod racer.
We keep on going.
It was
So
the
the
Malastarian
next
one, I
question,
think.
ladies and gentlemen, in the
I think he's
speed
Malastarian,
round.
but
Here
definitely
we go.
not Eldar Beto.
In Attack of the Clones, what is the full name of the droid assigned to Obi-Wan on his journey to Kamino?
Oh, I know this one! Oh, I know this one! And I can't share why! I've been waiting years for this question to come up in the Schmoedown!
5,
Ah, I love this question!
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please, and Andres.
R4P17.
R4P17.
And Thomas.
R4P17.
Both correct.
That was
and
my
keep on
email
moving
address
on here,
in
Mark.
high school. That's how I know it.
On to the speed round. All right. Excuse me.
Speed round.
Sudden death. Excuse me. All right, here's
that was my
Not moving
email
fast
address
enough
in
for you?
high school.
Here
That's how I know the
is
answer
your
to the
next
question. Because all the other
And
Star
it
Wars
is.
names were taken, so I used
What
that
is the
one.
name of the bat-like character seen getting a drink in A New
Wow.
Hope?
Okay, this is the second time this character has come up in the Schmoedown this season.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And we start with Thomas Harper.
Cabe.
And Andres.
Cabe, but never
I said
mind.
Weoslia.
And your winner, advancing to the finals, the Major Thomas Harper. The answer was Cabe, and it looks like Harper is for real. Defeats Ace, but has to do it in sudden death. But he does it. What a battle between Cabrera and Harper. Wow, what a match. What a match. All right, so you guys are going to be standing by to talk with Steph Sabra in just a moment. Congratulations to the Den. Picking up 3 points there.
What happened? Everything just went to black. What happened? Okay, I guess it's part of the
Mark,
video.
that was a match.
I
That
don't
was
know
a
what
match,
happened
and
there.
it
Everything
came
just
down
went
to
to black.
one name
I
at the bar,
just
and it
blacked out of the last
just.
two questions.
I mean, look, Harper's for real because Andres played just as good as he always does.
Yes!
It just that's the one question that happened.
And they both missed
No,
the
I
same
forget the names of my
question.
friends when they're ordering drinks at bars, Christian, but he knew that Cabe was a bat-like creature in the very first Star Wars film from 1977. The depth of knowledge, the breadth of knowledge, incredible on both of these competitors. It is Major
Not
Thomas
my favorite
Harper, but it was
character
not
from the
an easy
Cantina
victory
scene,
because
but-
Andres Ace Cabrera again showed that
I mean,
he
it's a cute
is
design, I
a
guess.
belt-worthy championship-level Star Wars competitor as well.
Oh yeah, I mean this came down to there's so many little things here, right? It's because the exact quote that was needed in the first round, and he was
Which
just
I
that
knew
close
it!
and getting
I
it,
knew
and
that
Harper
quote!
missed it,
And
then
they
the things
didn't!
that just
Just
then the
wanted to
perfect
point that
second
out.
rounds. I mean, it was about as
One of my
a
favorite
great of a
matches this
Star Wars
season.
match as you can ask for. And look, here's the thing. Andres went through this last year, except he was on the other side of it last year with Dimolanta and then Laura Kelly playing and just boom, boom, boom. And then that just one thing that takes you out. And this time it's the Rook that does it. 3 straight victories for Thomas Harper.
The Major Thomas Harper and his own
Like
den
I said,
mother, Kate Mulligan, standing by
when you
with
think
Steph Sabra.
Andres is
Steph,
gonna win,
I imagine it's a
that's
pretty
when
good
he
mood over
loses.
there.
I forgot my
Wow.
salute, man.
When you think he's
I-
gonna lose,
At
that's when
ease.
he wins.
Yeah, seriously, y'all, I am sweating. I'm sure you both are, but first and foremost, congratulations, Thomas, to beat Ace. That is no joke. That is seriously no joke, and you accomplished something major today. Major. How are you feeling?
I want to say this. Ace, I made the comment at the beginning that Ace has already begun to chisel his face on the Rushmore of the Star Wars division. And despite the result here today, more of that statue got chiseled today because he played an outstanding match. The L shouldn't matter in this one. But I feel relieved. I can't feel my fingertips. But yeah, it's a good feeling.
Kate, let's talk about it. I'm sure you are prouder than ever right now.
Oh my God. You know, I got to tell you, I feel like sometimes my management can help, and sometimes I can I think I sort of started us off at the beginning of the match, I gave us sort of a rocky start. And I feel like that Thomas sort of had to navigate back into his own calm mind. And I feel like, it's a different feeling. Thomas not only missed his first question ever in a match, but he missed his second right back to back. So it shakes you a bit. And so the truth is, I knew if we could get him back on, and he didn't need me for that. He got himself back on track. I knew that he could pull it off. And we knew that Ace was not going to be a joke. We had planned out it was going to be sudden death, that they would be tied, that they would be tied in the first round. And because Ace's record is better, Ace would be picking and that he would defer. We worked these scenarios out so that those things were not a surprise to us. But, again, I think I apologize to Thomas because I feel like I got us off on a little bit of a rocky start, and he had to work extra hard to sort of pull us out of that, and he did it. And I am just amazed at this man. Amazed.
Sometimes a little motion in the ocean is good, and it clearly was tonight for y'all. But Thomas, I want to talk to you about those 2 questions in round 1 you missed, but then you told Kate that you were locked in and ready. What were you feeling in those moments? Were you a little bit nervous going into round 2?
No, not at all. I mean, I said in my post-game last match, it's going to happen. I'm not going to just navigate this league without missing a question. The questions are too hard, they're too varied, and the writing team is too good for that to continue. And honestly, I go back to like a really poignant quote that the GOAT had, that Dan Murrow had. Doesn't matter about winning or accuracy. I mean, that's just a stat for fans to pour over and analyze and this and that. What matters is the result in the end. And that's the mindset that I had. And this isn't about Dragon Con, but I miss questions regularly. I don't think I've gone a single time in that competition without missing multiple questions. So it was nothing new. I don't like missing back to back. But if you're going to get exactly punched, why not get, both the left and the right, and then recover from it?
I think that's a really healthy mindset to have going into a Star Wars tournament. But let's talk about the finals. Kate, this is your first competitor in the finals. What's the preparation going into that and the mindset behind it?
Well, I've never managed a five rounder, so this is going to be we're going to have to really buckle down and talk strategy and all of that. But it's funny. I feel like we just saw the finals. I think it was Ace. Ace is the finals as far as I'm concerned, and I think the truth of it is that it's Thomas's tournament at this point.
Well, congratulations, you two! What an epic match, and I hope you celebrate the rest of the day.
Yeah, look, that was the most emotion we saw out of him is after we announced him as the winner. He was excited because I think he said it in the interview, to beat Andres Cabrera. That reaction, it's funny, that reaction to me showed you how much respect he had for Andres Cabrera, knowing that he had just beaten one of the best to play the game.
Yeah, if you were to ask me to summarize Star Wars in one word, you could say destiny, you could say I don't know, force, but I would probably say hope. And that's what last year's Andres Cabrera gave to so many kids with brooms all over the galaxy. And now they feel like they too can win a Star Wars tournament. One of them is going to have a chance, but I don't know if either one of them would be here without the illumination and showing them the way of the Jedi that Ace was able to accomplish last season. And boy, did he push Thomas Harper as hard as he wanted, and then some, going into multiple sudden death questions.
Well, speaking of which, obviously, you know how hard Ace takes a loss, and knowing that how well he played here, I'm sure he's not in the biggest of spirits, but we'll see in just a moment as he and Winston are standing by with Steph Sabra. Steph?
Ace, Winston, good to be with you both. Ace, I kept thinking the entire time, Ace Leader is the most perfect name for you because that's absolutely what you are in this division. But I know this has got to be a tough loss for you. Just can you talk with me through some of the thoughts that you're feeling right now?
Oh, I mean, I feel terrible. Yeah, I mean, I beat myself up a lot, and I'm gonna beat myself up a lot for this, especially if it's one. If I clearly missed a question, if I just didn't know it, like I did with the PZ4CO and the Neon Nub, I would have been cool with that. But the fact that it was killing younglings and killed younglings, like that's just gonna
that's annoying.
Kill me for a while. Because I know it was kill. I don't know why I put killing younglings, and then I was about to correct it, but I was like, I think it's because, killing
like
younglings.
I said, that's what Obi-Wan
just that
said,
one
so
ing versus ED. That kind of, it's gonna ruin me. I mean, that should be a right answer. That would be a W if I got to the final, which is it's a bump.
Yes, and I knew you were gonna say that. I honestly knew that was gonna be what was gonna happen, which is why I brought it up at the start of round 2 to let it go. You're allowed to feel that way.
I can't let it go.
This is your match. But this is what I'm going to tell you. You're allowed to feel that way today. So go watch the Suns game. Y'all already done locked up the 2nd seed and everything. You're about to go roll through the Western Conference till you play us Mavs, and then you're going to get bounced out of there. So enjoy some good basketball. Take some time off. But once again, you showed this entire league, not just Star Wars, all of the movie trivia Schmoedown, why you were the person to aspire to. There's a reason why Thomas gave you all of those props at the end of this match, is because he knows when this tournament was announced, you were the person that people had to go to, and you proved it yet at 32.6 questions of sudden death, my brother. You were a cold son of a SOB, sir. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that.
You are absolutely right. I love the way Harper gave you, Ace, the props that you absolutely deserve. As a Star Wars fan myself, as a fan of the division, Ace, you are definitely one of my top favorites, and I think the fans absolutely feel that way about you. But I'm curious, when we're talking about Harper, who showed you such great respect after today's match, what are your thoughts about him as a competitor?
Oh, he's great. I mean, obviously his knowledge is deep, and he's definitely formidable, and you know, there's always going to be a conversation around, and it already happens around the Schmoedown when it comes to levels of Star Wars competitors, and you know, a lot of people put Damon, DeMolanta, Harper, all these kind of players in a different category, but I still feel like, you know, anyone has a chance. Anyone who you know, is a major fan, whether it's a Sullivan or a Molly Damon or anyone else who doesn't compete all the time but still has a lot of heart, can reach a Harper level. I really do feel like this is a level playing field for everyone, although he is very competitive and in a high level. But I still feel like, you know, I've played DeMolanta, I've played Damon. I think those guys are about the same level too. So I think my only thing is just, I knew quotes would be maybe one thing that I could have an advantage in, and even then I just didn't take the advantage, even though I got the right quote, but didn't get the right quote, which sucks. So yeah, shout out to Harper. Obviously, he's great.
I know. Sometimes it happens like that, but it was such an incredible match. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you both. It was always so nice to see you. Mark, Christian, back to you.
Yeah, and obviously, Ace, you saw when he lost to Damon, it was kind of that same look. Although this is a much different match. Ace played really, really well. I think he was a little off in that match against Damon. He wasn't a little off on this one. As he said, one word changes it, you know, and as you said in the thing, you were looking for the exact quote. He knew he missed the exact quote by that much. So nonetheless, that's what it takes in this division, and Harper takes the victory. But Ace ain't going anywhere because as Harper said, and as we saw, he's one of the elite inside of this group.
Yeah, and what we saw was these two competitors today with the best display of their respective traits. With Andres Ace Cabrera, you saw the power and you also saw the class, even in defeat, that he always carries with him. With Thomas Harper, Christian, he's going to be bringing that discipline and that training into the championship match.
And for those of you wondering and wanting to keep up, here is a look at the current standings at the moment.
The suspects are in
that
the bottom.
Belt. It might change a few addresses before the season is done, but rest assured, the level of Star Wars knowledge that is being witnessed here in this season is unlike any that you and I have ever seen before. And although we joke about our own depth of knowledge from time to time, we're big Star Wars fans. We thought we knew this stuff. Not to this level. It's something that my eyes have not yet seen. What we're experiencing this season.
I didn't even know there was a bat creature at the bar. All right, so now we are going
got a -1 because of that.
Get the hell out of here. What a match it was. Thank you to Andres Cabrera and to Winston. Thank you, obviously, to the Major Thomas Harper, Kate Mulligan, Steph Sabra, our whole team here at Skybound. Really appreciate it. Thank you to the writers and everybody who's putting in all the work. We appreciate you. Thank you to Eric and to the Great Nerd Chronic. And we will see you very, very soon. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Arloff. See you next time.
Okay, so no cutscene at the end. This is one of my favorite Star Wars matches the entire season. And I think at this point you all know exactly why. My reaction to R4P17 and Kabe, which is, yes, that's the actual pronunciation of her name. She's called Kabe, not Cabe. Audible is your friend, my fellow Star Wars fans. I suggest you get on that. Anyways, I got 14 questions correctly in that match. Could be more. I mean, again, like I said, I knew the Finis Velorum. I just accidentally wrote Phyllis Velorum. You know, that one I just attributed to just hearing it incorrectly. Maybe that's the reason why I got it wrong. The home one, if I thought about it more, maybe I would have gotten it, but Ace answered it before I got a chance. It was a great question. Just, I could have gotten it, but didn't. In any case, I'm glad I wore this hoodie today. And as soon as, I saw that Ace missed the Kabe question, that's when I knew that Thomas won. So, hey, it happens. It happens to the best of us. And Ace definitely falls under the category of the best of us. So, I really enjoyed this match, and I've got a couple more of them to watch immediately right after. So I'll see you all very soon, I guess. Until then, everybody, swag, swag, drip, drip. Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.